Welcome back to Black Cat Crypto Club. My name is Drake. Now, I haven't posted a video for the past few days, and I wasn't going to post today or tomorrow because I have something coming up this weekend, and I've been just busy and haven't had the time to get on and do anything. But with this correction that we've had today, I figured I better get on and kind of go over a few things. So we're going to get into what's going on with Bitcoin and what we need to be looking at. But first, if you haven't already, guys, go over and donate a few dollars. Just a very little amount helps these guys out. So go over and donate a few dollars to the animals at Emery Farm Sanctuary. Guys, if there's anything, we need some karma right now. So go over and afford yourself a few dollars worth of karma, good karma, and do these animals a favor. This is a great cause. And we do have that raffle going on this month. So if you do donate over there, take a picture of it, send it over to me, and I will get you entered into that raffle. Okay, so what's going on with Bitcoin? Should we be panicking? I've had a few people reach out, and it just seems like, you know, everywhere, even on Twitter, everybody's panicking and everybody's, you know, saying it's over and Bitcoin's dead. And guys, listen, I've said this several times on this channel before, but in these bull runs, as we're going up, we see several 20 to 30% corrections. And so, I mean, nothing has changed there, but it did happen pretty quickly today. So in that short-term tunnel vision, people just have this short-term, holy shit, it's going down, and panic sets in. And you end up doing something dumb if you haven't made a plan for yourself already, and you end up losing money that way. So let's get into a few things, first of all, that you need to kind of look at. First of all, like I've said before, you need to zoom out. And we do have these 20 to 30% corrections. However, this bull market has been a lot more tame than the previous ones, guys. I have been through every single bear market in Bitcoin's history, and we haven't seen a 30% correction. And we usually do. So the most we've seen is like 15 to 20% corrections. Like we've had 4 or 5, 15 or 20% corrections this cycle so far. And it just hasn't been that bad. I know if it's your first time in Bitcoin and in cryptocurrency, it feels horrible. It's not fun for me either, but I've been through it. I kind of know what to expect, and I have a plan. And so my plan is, like, when I get into points like today where it just goes down very quickly, first of all, zoom out on the chart and look how not bad it actually is. We're still up, guys. I mean, even with Bitcoin down at, like, I think we went down to like $64,000. Guys, $64,000 is not bad. If, like I've said before, I didn't think we'd be up over 45 or 50 at this point. So $64,000 per Bitcoin is still very, very good. But yeah, just zoom out. We're still looking good on the charts. The second thing you gotta think about is Bitcoin fundamentals. And if you haven't gone in and done your research into what Bitcoin actually is, I highly suggest you do some reading, watch some more videos, find out what Bitcoin is, what it means for the world. And nothing has changed there. Nothing has changed fundamentally about Bitcoin. The code is still the same. The hash rate, the secureness of Bitcoin's network, it's all the same. It's still a technology of freedom and self-sovereignty. And the world will continue to be more and more digital. There's nothing changed there. We will see continued adoption into Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in the future. So nothing has changed there. Inflation is still an issue. So people are going to still be continuing to get out of the dollar into a safe haven asset like gold or Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. So nothing has changed, guys. Absolutely nothing has changed there. The other thing you got to look at is the news. And the thing is, guys, is we've had some really good news today as far as Bitcoin. So South Korea just approved a Bitcoin ETF. Hong Kong is approving a Bitcoin and an Ethereum ETF as soon as Monday. And so all of these things are good things. The halving is coming up in 7 days, 6 or 7 days now. All very, very bullish signs. Now, Hong Kong is especially bullish, in my opinion. South Korea is kind of a small market, and Hong Kong kind of is comparatively to the US also. But Hong Kong, there's a few things about Hong Kong that make it pretty interesting. One is Hong Kong is a tech hub. And so for Bitcoin, which is a technology, to gain an ETF in Hong Kong is actually more bullish than I think most people kind of think. And even you know, as long as that brings some in, that's great. But just having that approved is going to bring bullish sentiment into the US markets. So that's going to continue to kind of feed into this ETF environment here in the US. And so it's just a bullish thing. Plus Hong Kong, it's not technically China, but it's not technically not China, right? Like it's kind of got this weird dynamic with China. And it's pretty bullish that Hong Kong is going and approving Bitcoin ETFs, where historically China has been like kind of bearish on Bitcoin. They banned mining in 2022, 2020, 2021, and they just keep, you know, kind of flip-flopping. So it's just interesting to see Hong Kong kind of go against the mainland, and they're approving this Bitcoin ETF. So I don't know, it's just interesting to see the whole China-Hong Kong thing play out. So we've got a bunch of bullish news today and in the coming week with the halving. So when you have a bunch of bullish news coming out and the price tanks like it does today, you've got to sit back and wonder if some kind of shakeout is going on. Is something weird going on to shake you out of your positions, get you emotionally worrying, and sell out of your positions in Bitcoin? I don't know, guys, but with only good news coming out, I don't know. Don't get shaken out. I'm not getting shaken out. I'm not worried, guys, but the other piece of news that did come out today that is a bit of a downer on all markets. We see the Wall Street is down, the S&P, everything is down, including cryptocurrencies. And it's this news that Iran is imminently going to attack Israel in the next few days. And the US has credible sources that Iran is going to attack Israel. And so we're sending warships over there. And so we just have this tension, this macroeconomic tension of this big war that's starting to kind of unfold on us. And that is scary, guys. But when I think about it, I think about how we're going to fund a war like this, how we fund any wars, and that is they just put it, they're not going to tax us outright, so they just put it on the Fed balance sheet and basically print the money out, which makes inflation go up and Bitcoin gains against the dollar. So in the long term, it's good for Bitcoin. However, it does mess up the markets. And here's the thing, guys, is I'm happy not to be in the dollar at all right now, because I don't have to fund those BS wars that the US is constantly feeding into, at very least, if not instigating. And the thing is Biden has had 6 months since October, when this whole Israel-Gaza BS conflict started erupting. Biden has had 6 months to diffuse that situation, and he's done nothing but fuel it. He's done nothing but send more and more bombs over to support Israel in their literally genocide of the Palestinian people in Gaza. Guys, I don't even know what to say. It's disgusting. And I'm not by any means saying that it would be any better with the old orange Cheeto in the White House, because it absolutely would not. But I am saying that it's just disgusting, and we can't keep funding these BS wars that our politicians just march us into. And so I'm proud to be in Bitcoin. I don't care what the price does. Ultimately, it will go up, but guys, this is not a time to be panicking. This is a time to be proud of being in Bitcoin. So anyways, guys, that is the video for today. I probably won't be back on until at least Sunday, maybe Monday. So until then, guys, make sure you don't get shaken out. Have a plan and stick to it. See you in the next video. Bye.